Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is PD Proudlock, and I'm here with a video because, yes, the new fixtures for the 2022-2023 season are now out. Yes, they are out. Now, these were released at 9 o'clock this morning, and what I'm going to be doing is rattling through our fixtures of which sides we've got on against it on specific days and go through them thinking, what can we possibly do out of these games as well. So of course the season kicks off. It kicks off quite earlier in August this time. You're normally looking around about the second or the third week in August, but we're going very early this time. First week in August. So there. Now, a lot of games are going to be kicking off on Saturday at 3 o'clock, as usual. But of course, the first game of the Premier League season is going to be on Friday night, and that'll be between Crystal Palace against Arsenal. So they are going to start off the Premier League season. So it is definitely going to be very interesting. So what I'm now going to do is get into the fixtures of who we have got on specific days. Now, we all know that some of these will be scheduled to change. Not all of these are going to take on the dates that have been chosen. We will see some being moved. I think they will definitely televised some of these games as well. But here we go then. Let's rattle through our fixtures. So we start off with August fixtures, the first game of the season, and what a game we've got on the first game of the season. And it's at home to promoted side Nottingham Forest. I don't think we could have asked for a better first game of the season against promoted side Nottingham Forest. And I believe we will kick off the season with 3 points. I really think we will. Of course, the atmosphere at home on the first game is going to be lightning. It really is. And I believe we will take 3 points from our first game. I really believe we do. So there you are. That is our first game of the season. It's at home to promoted side Nottingham Forest. Next game, the second game in the August fixtures, and it's going to be away to Brighton. Very hard place to go to. But Eddie Howe has managed to end a lot of rot against quite a few clubs last season. We've done it against Brighton at home. Can we do it away this time? It would be great if we can do that. It'll be very interesting to see how they are going to do in the transfer market as well, Brighton. Graham Potter's done magnificent with them. He really has. And he will want to make sure he can get a side higher up the Premier League table. So it's going to be a very interesting, very hard game. But let's hope we can end the rot down at Brighton away from home. The next game, the third game in the August fixtures, and it's at home to champions Manchester City. It's going to be very challenging. But of course, a lot of us fans are going to be saying, let's get this game out the way, over and done with. I mean, I think it's a good time, definitely a good time to play them. Let's see how they are going to do in the transfer window as well. And let's see who we else can bring in as well. Of course, we have got Matty Target. But let's see how we can do and see if we are going to play Manchester City at the right time. Now, this is on the 20th, but I think they might move this one to be on televised because they have known to televise a lot of Newcastle Manchester City games when they are playing against each other. So I've got the feeling that one is going to be moved. I really think that one will be moved. The next game after that, on the 27th of August, and it's going to be away to Molineux Wolves. Another tough place to go to. Of course, we ended up getting a lot of draws at Wolves, but we did lose 2-1 last season. That was under the last game under Mike Ashley's ownership at this football club. Can we end a rot? Can we get something down at Wolves? It's going to be very interesting. Well, it'd be interesting to see how they are going to do in the transfer window as well. Again, could it be a game that we play them at the right time? You just never know. Wolves Place, I wouldn't mind going there as part of an away game if I can get to it. I think Molineux is a fantastic ground. It really is. So I want to try and get myself, hopefully if I can get myself down there. So we'll just wait and see. I wouldn't mind a trip down to Molineux. I really, really wouldn't. And the last game of the August fixtures, it's away to Anfield, Liverpool, on a Wednesday night. Yes, on a Wednesday night. Very hard this is going to be. Our record at Anfield is normally difficult. Again, can we end another rot there? It's a big ask. It really, really is a big ask because you know what Liverpool have like, of course. Who have they just signed in the transfer window? None other than Darwin Núñez. There you are. So it's going to be a very hard game to go down to Molineux. But again, let's just come up and say, right, let's get this game out the way as well. Now we move on to September's fixtures. Now we've got 3 games there in September. And on the Saturday, the 3rd of September, it's at home to Crystal Palace. A game where I think we should be looking to get 3 points out as well. Of course, we did it. Every time we've normally beat Palace, lately they've normally been by a goal to nil. But I really think we could go out and really, really try and win that game quite easily. I really, really think we can. Crystal Palace, to be fair to them, have had a very good season. Had a very, very good season last season under Patrick Vieira. They really did. And it'd be interesting to see how they are going to do as well. But Crystal Palace at home is a game you're thinking, right, that's a one we should be looking to definitely get 3 points out of after that. Now, on the 10th of September, we are away to West Ham. It's going to be a slightly challenging game down there as well. I mean, all depends how West Ham are going to do there this season as well. But our record down at the London Stadium is good. We've only lost once there. We've only lost once since we've been down there, and that was the last season under Rafa. But other than that, we've had 3 wins there. And last time we went there, it was a draw. It was a 1-1 draw. Well, hopefully we can keep that good record down at the London Stadium up. I really believe we can. I really believe we can. And on the Saturday of September, the 17th of September, and that's at home to promoted side Bournemouth. Bournemouth are back in the Premier League as well after being a couple of seasons out of it. But they're back in the Premier League this time. But this is a game for me. 3 points we should be getting. I think Bournemouth are going to have a bit of a struggle this season, I've really got to admit. But we'll wait and see. But that's a game for me. 3 points is what we should be looking to get out of, definitely. Now, we go on to October's fixtures now. And on the 1st of October, it's a trip down to Craven Cottage against promoted side Fulham. Now, the last games against Fulham away have all been on the final day of the Premier League season. We are playing them very earlier this time down at Craven Cottage. We've won the last 2 times down at Craven Cottage. Again, let's see if we can keep that up. It'll be interesting to see how Fulham are going to do this season. Will they have a Premier League season where they will stay up this time? Could it be possibly 3rd time lucky for them? You never know. But I think we could win down at Fulham. I really, really believe we can. So, another good, that's a good opening for October. Now, on Saturday, the 8th of October, and that is on my birthday, it's at home to Brentford. And I really hope we get 3 points out of that game. That would be brilliant. On my birthday, 3 points. What a birthday present that would be. Getting 3 points against Brentford. And I believe it's a game we should be definitely looking to get 3 points from that one. It'll be interesting to see how Brentford do next season as well. Can they keep it up? Have another decent season? Or could they possibly suffer a second season syndrome? You never know. We should just have to wait and see. But home to Brentford on the 8th of October, the day of my birthday, and to get 3 points will just be absolutely magnificent. It really, really would be. It certainly would be indeed. Now, on Saturday, the 15th of October, we are away to Manchester United down at Old Trafford. I really hope it's a rot weekend down there. I mean, Manchester United, they've not been, they haven't been, they've been really, really poor, haven't they? They've been a really poor side. So Ten Hag's first season's going to be interesting to see how we could do, but Manchester United, they haven't been the side that they have been. Could we look to try and end a rot down at Old Trafford? You never know. But it's going to be a very challenging game. It really, really will be as well. Now, Wednesday, the 19th of October. So we are in midweek. And that's at home to Everton. A team I would just like to get 3 points off again. We certainly did that at home last season, where we pretty much won very comfortably in that game. And I would really like us to do the same to there as well. I really, really hope we do. Those fans would just so far would like to get one over Everton. We really, really will. So, just the guttering game, Wednesday night, late kick-off, and then you're up early for work is going to be. But it's all about, it's what we do. It's what we do. In terms of supporting this football club. Well, I just hope we would love to get another one over Everton next season again. Really, really would love that. Saturday the 22nd of October. It's away to Spurs. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I think they might televise this one as well. I really, really think they might. They have done that the past few games against Spurs. They have put us on TV. I really think they might do it with this one as well. Of course, we lost 5-1 at Spurs last season. Hopefully not this time. Really, really hopefully not this time. It's going to be a very hard game down at... It's going to be a very tough game down at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But let's see. I wonder how... But it's going to be interesting to see how Spurs are going to do next season as well. It really, really will be. So... I wouldn't mind trying to get myself down to the new Spurs ground as well. It looks fantastic. So hopefully that's the one I can put on my list as well in terms of getting to away games, hopefully for next season as well. And the final game in the October, Saturday the 29th, it's at home to Aston Villa. Now, we did beat them 1-0 at home last season. Again, you know who got the free kick. And again, it's going to be interesting how they are going to do this season as well. Because they've made a couple of signings, of course. Kamara's in. Diego Carlos has been signed for them as well. Coutinho has joined on a permanent deal. Very interested to see how Villa are going to do. But again, game thinking we should be looking to get 3 points out definitely as well. Now, we go on to November fixtures. And now there's only 2 games in November, and that is because the World Cup also kicks off in November on the 21st of November up until the 18th of December. So there's only 2 games in the Premier League going to be taking place, well, for us so far. And Saturday the 5th, it's away to Southampton. We won 2-1 down there last season. It is a tough place to go to. It has been very, very for us. But again, let's see if we can get another win down there. Really, really hope we can get another win down there. Remember what happened? What Bruno did down there? Oh, hey. And let's see if we can try and make a good record away to Southampton this time. Because a lot of the times when we've been there, it's just not been fantastic, has it? It really, really hasn't. And the final game in November. Now this is on Saturday the 12th, but I might think they might move this one as well. They didn't with the last one actually against Chelsea at home. Well, yes, it is Chelsea at home. Chelsea at home for us. It's going to be very hard. It'll be interesting to see how they do with their new ownership as well, which players they're going to sign as well. But Chelsea, they're a very tough side. They really, really are. But sometimes our home games against Chelsea have been good. We have lost the last 2 against them. Can we look to change that around? We'll just wait and see. Now, we go into December fixtures. Now, of course, the Premier League season doesn't restart until Boxing Day in December. Again, because of the World Cup. And we're away to Leicester City on Boxing Day. Of course, what happened last season, I was down there. We got slapped 4-0. Hopefully not the same. Leicester, they've been a bit of a funny side as well. And let's be interested in how they're going to do in the market as well. Because they have been a little bit up and down, I've got to admit, particularly last season. They really, really were. But normally our record at King Power has been pretty good. It really, really has been at times. Of course, we did win twice in a row under Rafa. We did lose 5-0 after that, but we won 4-2 under Steve Bruce there as well. We did get slapped 4-0. But let's see if we can get back to winning ways at the King Power. I think that's a good fixture, particularly on Boxing Day. I think it really, really is. And on Saturday, the 31st of December, so on New Year's Eve, we are at home to Leeds United. Let's see how Leeds are going to do for the new season as well. Just avoided relegation. Are they really, really going to be in that mix once again? We'll wait and see. But to me, that's a fixture, and we'll be looking at and thinking we should be getting 3 points out of that. No doubt about that. Now, into 2023, so January's fixtures. And on the 2nd of January, it's a Monday night, away to Arsenal. Well, 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday, away to Arsenal. Emirates is not the best places for us as well. It really, really isn't. But can we end another rot down there? It all depends how Arsenal are going to do. They just missed out on the Champions League. They're back in the Europa League this time. But it just depends how they're going to do. Could Arteta be one of the first managers to get the boot? There's a lot of fans on his back. There really, really is. We'll wait and see. But our record down there is terrible. But let's see if we can try and out the rot down there. A couple of times we have put some really good performances down at the Emirates, but we just do not capitalise on it. That's the thing. Let's see what happens this time. Saturday the 14th of January, and that is at home to Fulham. And 3 points for me out of that. Last 2 games at home against Fulham, of course, they've been draws. Time to turn that around. Really got to turn that around now. Really, really have to. Saturday the 21st, it's a trip to Crystal Palace away. Again, it was a 1-1 draw last time. I thought we were pretty lucky down there, but I mean, I was at Palace for the away game last season as well. It's going to be a slightly challenging game. It really, really will be. But let's just hope. Depends where we are on the table. Let's see if we can try and get a win there. I think our record at Palace is pretty okay. I think it's been really pretty okay. It really, really has. Now we go on to February fixtures, and on Saturday the 4th, we're at home to West Ham. It's going to be a slightly hard game. Depends what West Ham are challenging for next season as well. Of course, we know what happened on the first game against them at home last season. Slapped 4-2. Hopefully not again. Really, really hopefully not again. Now, on Saturday, the 11th of February, we're away again at Bournemouth. And our record at Bournemouth is quite good. It really, really is. Of course, last time we were down there, we won 4-1. We really, really had them all over the place in that game. A few games before that have been draws. But, again, let's hope we can keep our decent record away down at Bournemouth. I really, really believe we can. Saturday the 18th, it's at home to Liverpool. It's going to be a very hard game as well. But we only just lost 1-0 at home last season. Can we turn that around? It's another big ask. All depends on what kind of season Liverpool are going to have. That's the thing. And on Saturday the 25th, it's at home to Brighton. We won 2-1 at home last season. We ended the rotten run against them at home. Let's try and see if we can start to get another win. Let's see if we can get another win against Brighton at home as well for the new season. Now, we go on to March's fixtures. So on Saturday, the 4th of March, it's away to Manchester City, but they're still playing with a lot of games left remaining. Again, it's a game we can look at and think, right, let's get it out the way with. Let's get it out the way with. It is going to be very hard down at the Etihad. Our record down there is not good, is it? And it's just a really, really tough place to go to, particularly when Manchester City are fighting for the Premier League. It really, really is. So Very hard game there. And on Saturday the 11th, it's at home to Wolves. Of course, we did win 1-0 at home against Wolves last season through Chris Wood's penalty. And again, it all depends how Wolves' season is going to go. But I believe we could look at that and thinking, to one, we should be looking to try and get 3 points out of it, definitely. And on Saturday, the 18th of March, we are away to Nottingham Forest. I know our record down there is terrible. Actually, it is. Of course, championship season, we lost. That was due to a dodgy referee in that game. But the Carabao Cup game, we've lost that as well under Rafa. So yeah, it's not good at the moment against Forest away. It really, really isn't. But let's hope we can put a stop to that. April's fixtures, Saturday the 1st of April. But I think this one might be moved to to be on TV. Home to Manchester United. And I would just love to win against them at home. I would just love to beat them at home. Really, really would be. Came close, very close last season. We should have beaten them. Let's hopefully we can turn that around. Manchester United so far can be beaten, particularly because they are not have been the side that they have been. They really, really haven't. So, very interesting game, and I would love it if we beat them at home. Hey. Saturday the 8th of April, we're away to Brentford. And again, it all depends how Brentford's season is going to go. We won 2-0 down at their place last season. Can we look to get another win? Again, all depends where we are in the table. But again, this squad's going to be trying to fight for something next season. I really, really believe our squad will be trying to fight for something next season. On Saturday, the 15th of April, we are away to Aston Villa. Now, our record recently down at Villa has been terrible. We've lost the last 3 games in a row by 2-0 down there. Is that a place we can look to try and end the rot there? I really, really believe or hope we can. All of those defeats that we lost 2-0 have both been under Steve Bruce. Well, all of them have been under Steve Bruce, so there you are. Hopefully a one we can turn around massively. And of course, Saturday, the 22nd of April, home to Spurs. Another tough game, of course. We faced them at home under the new ownership. That was the first game under the new ownership, and it was Steve Bruce's last game. As well last season as well. It's going to be very challenging. Again, it all depends where Spurs are going to be in the table. And Tuesday the 25th, another midweek game away to Goodison Park. Everton again in midweek. A game I would just love to win against them. Again, lost 1-0 at their place last season. Let's turn that around. Let's try and turn that around. Because it all depends how Everton are going to do this season. They only just survived by this, pretty much the skin of their teeth. Will the luck be about to run out next season? We'll wait and see. And of course, and Saturday the 29th of April, it's at home to Southampton. Game we should be looking to get 3 points out of. No doubt about that. And now into the May fixtures. So on Saturday the 6th, we are at home to Arsenal. Home to Arsenal, the 6th. We beat them 2-0 at home in the last home game of the season. Let's beat them again. I'm glad, hopefully, this is going to be on a weekend game because I would like to meet some of the AFTV crowd. Again, I didn't last time because it was a Monday night. But hopefully, if this is a weekend game, I would like to try and meet some of the AFTV people as well, definitely. So there you are. Saturday, the 13th of May, we're away to Leeds United. Again, all depends how Leeds are going to be. I think they are going to be in a scrap this season. I really, really believe I think they will be. So you never know. Another game we can look to win again for the second time. We did it when we won 1-0 through John Joe Shelby's free kick. Let's hope we can get another win there. Saturday the 20th of May, the last home game of the season. It's at home to Leicester City. Now, we ended the rotten run against Leicester City at home last season of none other than Bruno getting the winning goal, scored twice in the game. That won us the game 2-1. Again, it's going to be a slightly hard game, but let's see where we are, of course, in the league table. Where we are, how are we going to be challenging for something? Again, we will wait and see. In the final game of the season, we're away to Stamford Bridge. I just hope we're not in a relegation battle here next season. I really believe we won't be this time. I think Eddie Howe will know. He will get more of the players in that he needs to make sure this squad can compete for something next season, which I believe we can. But there you are, guys. That is our fixtures for the new season. Let me know, as always, how do you think? What do you think about those fixtures? What do you think of our opening against Nottingham Forest? Again, I don't think we could have asked for a better their first game of the season. As well, there you are. Which games do you think might be altered and be moved to so they're going to be televised? Again, let me know, as always. So there you are. Also tonight, again, make sure keep tuned in for my usual live show, PD's Football Live Show, and we'll be discussing the fixtures as well. So feel free to come on and feel free to come and join the show or have your say in the live comments as well about the new fixtures as well. Definitely. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like, drop your comments in as always. And of course, if you haven't not checked me out before, please hit that subscribe button. See you all later. Take care. Again, the fixtures are out. And what a game we have got on the first game of the season.